We're back up at the house, and I wanted to show you all something me and Paul's been working on. Now this here, if you don't recognize it from the camera, this was a automatic dog food feeder. It may not look like it now, but it was. And me and Paul have been working on it. Hey Paul, want to help me explain this?
Sure. You know, Ryan and I have been working on this for a little while, trying to get it right. As he said, it's an old dog food feeder. This thing, if you don't recognize it, had a base on it in which the water was fed in one side and you could drink out of the other, and this was the dog food area. This actually is upside down. I just got it turned over right now. The food actually went in this side, which will be on the top. And the dog food would come down into a little slot, which was a piece of plastic, which we reused also. And then there was a door. But I'm going to go ahead and just turn this down real quick so you guys can take a look at it. And we have a light here that we've got worked through this thermostat here. This thermostat's still giving us a little bit of problem. We're still working on trying to keep the temperature right. This is an inline thermostat. Well, it was one that we had out there, and the many things that we have here at the property. An old lamp that we salvaged. We cut a hole, right there on the inside. We inserted it and mounted it.
This was an old light bulb.
Yeah, we were messing with, putting different light bulbs in here, trying to figure out which size we're going to use. We've gotten it down to where we're using a 40-watt light bulb in here right now, and using a little between a 15 and a 20 in this one to regulate the heat in here, which is run through this thermostat. And if you look at here at the top, we've put lots of holes in it to try to vent off everything. So you have to kind of keep messing with it until you get it right. The temperatures that you want to hold is 99 degrees to 100.5. Got myself mixed up there a little bit. But don't want to go over 102. If you go over 102, you're going to fry your little chickies.
That's bad.
So, yeah, that's bad. But also, I wanted to make sure we had a little bit of cross ventilation in this. So we had a bunch of old computers that were got out of an old storage unit, and I scrapped a couple of computer fans.
You can see here, just regular old computer fans.
Yeah, just a computer fan. These are 12-volt DC. Of course, you're probably going to be working off 110 volt. So what I did, let's come over here. What I did is I salvaged this plug right here, which is it's just a car adapter for a cell phone, which is a 12-volt DC output. Found an adapter. I probably could find a regular charger if I dug, but this is what I found at the time. Found an adapter, and I know this is dirty, but we've been messing with it a lot. And what I did, I took two of them, put them side by side. I cut out this piece of plastic, which is like I told you before, was that piece of insert, and we mounted it in here. I know this looks a little Frankenstein, but I wired them both together to the one connection, and there was 2 extra wires that I didn't need that I just capped off.
So it won't shock yourself if you touch it.
I don't think those had any electricity on it there has to be an input and an output, and since I'm using one input here, it didn't come back through the output. So what we've done with that, we put it in here, and we're using this little cooling block, which another fan was mounted to, and this actually for a CPU. It was one of the other things that we dug out, and that's actually what's holding this up. And then lastly, the other piece of this plastic is the piece that we cut out to cover this.
So nothing gets in.
And nothing, yeah. Keep all our ventilation correct. Keep it all internal.
They're looking sad.
And then this was the doggy door. This actually was mounted up inside, so when the dog pushed open in on it, you could reach in and get the food. We're using this as a base on the inside to raise up.
So the eggs aren't just on the ground.
So the eggs aren't directly on this, or ain't directly around the bottom. Found an old piece of plexiglass out of an old window, which I took the Dremel to, and I carved it all out so it would fit in here just nice. And that is our door, so we can see down inside. And like I said, we're still messing with it a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and put everything in here and turn everything on and put the thermometer in there so you can see what we're working with. And just a nice little project to work on, try to mess with, and you know, work with some, you know, work with your kids. I mean, that's what we've been doing. It's something I stress a lot. Work with your kids. I mean, teach them. There are many valuable things that they can learn from you. But if you're sitting in front of the TV watching, oh good gracious, Family Guy or Wheel of Fortune, you're in there playing your video games, Call of Duty, whatever it is. Yeah. You're not doing something like this. Make their minds think. Make them work. They'll go a lot farther once they start realizing that when they start messing with things like this, they can actually make things work and how everything works. Because if you're depending on the school system to try to teach our kids some of the valuable stuff, you might as well forget it. So anyway, we'll go ahead and put it together, huh, Ryan?
Sounds good to me.
And we'll get back and show you how this is working.
We're just about here at the sweet zone. You set 99.5 degrees, or 6 degrees now. And over here in the incubator, we've built it and
got it all together here.
All together. You can see the lids on it, and that's measuring the temperature. If you could feel this right now, this is giving off a lot of heat right now. This is just warm. This
is really warm. It's that's the thing that we're having a problem with, is that it's getting too warm. Though it seems to be regulating back and forth, but the temperature that we're dealing with is too much of it. We've only got like 2 or 3 degrees that we can work with, and I'm getting to the point where it's like 5 degrees of swing, so it's going outside of the sweet zone by, you know, 1.5 degrees or so either way. So you can see it's still rising there, but we wanted to show you what we've done in here. Why don't we look in here first?
Look in there?
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and pop the lid off here. We're going to put a little hinge here.
Make it look nice to just opening it.
We got our temperature sensor in here, down where the eggs are going to be.
This is where the eggs will be, just laying them right here.
Yeah, we're going to lay them right in there. And I'll move this to one side. And you see here's that platform that we put in there. That's to keep the eggs off the bottom. And like I said, this is regulating this.
So when it gets too hot or something, that like this.
And right now it's set at about 95 degrees, and it still hasn't shut off yet. That's the problem that we're having. this thermostat is not quite regulating the heat to the point that we want it to. But that's okay, we're still messing with it. I was reading up and I heard that a dimmer switch might be in order to regulate this light bulb so it doesn't get, it isn't as hot. But
if you can feel this,
yeah, it's
like
really warm.
And
And here we're going to go ahead and pop off the back so we can look inside real quick. You see the light bulb. And then right behind it there is where the fans are at. You see the fans turning.
You can see the fan right there.
Yeah. And we've put a little thing of water in here. You need to keep the humidity up. Not especially while you're in the first, say, 14 to 18 days, but the humidity has to be up high just before they start to hatch. That way the eggs become a little bit softer for the chicks to get through. The moisture will infiltrate the eggshell, and it makes it easier for the chicks to get out. Now your relative humidity you need to keep at about 70%. But with this this little glass right here, and the measurements that I've taken already with this, I'm holding right at 71-72% as it is right now. So just this little simple thing right here, it has done the trick, just right below the light bulb. But that's it right now. I mean, we're still working with it. We're going to keep playing with it, aren't we, Ryan?
Yeah, we're going to try to tweak it, make it where it works better.
But that's the basis of it, and little project of using usable items that you have around. Don't go out there to Lowe's and buy
spend all your money on something brand new when you can just.
And this little project right here. The only thing that we've paid for is the light bulbs that are in it. That's it. That's all we've paid for. Everything else we are able to salvage off of things around here on the property. We've done a lot of bargaining with flea malls, storage units and stuff like that, and there's been just an incredible amount of items that people don't want that we've been making use of. So and we're finding all kinds of things, as you see right here. We're just using what we have. So folks, this is David with Destination Human signing off.
This is Ron here from Young Prepper 13. And if a kid can do it, so can you. Peace, signing off.